Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Welcome if you're new, welcome back if you are returning. My name is Lindy, this is Much Love Tarot. Hi, welcome everyone. Some of you guys might know me from TikTok where I go live every now and then, well almost every day. And during the lives I do all sorts of readings, so go check that out if you haven't already. There is a Linktree link in the description down below. If you click on that, you'll find my TikTok as well as my personal Instagram. For anyone that feels generous and would like to donate to the channel, you'll find there my PayPal as well as my Amazon wishlist if you would like to donate a deck to the channel. Also, you can still book private readings with me as well. My email address is also in the description box below. Be aware that's the only way you can get a reading with me, or at least a private one, that or come to my live streams on TikTok. But yes, be aware that that's the only way you can contact me directly. Anyway, I think that's it for all the announcement and whatnot. So let's just dive into today's video. So today's reading, we are going to be asking the question, what is it that they would like to tell you? What do they want to communicate or would like you to know about the situation? While you pick the piles, keep the person that you want to ask or want the answer from, keep that person in your mind and then go over the piles. Let me go over the piles for you real quick. So pile number 1, you are going to be the new moon in Leo with confidence is your key to success. For pile number 2, you are going to be the new moon in Aquarius with bring love into the situation. For pile 2 and pile 3, you are gonna be the balsamic moon. I always struggle with that one. The balsamic moon with a time for healing for pile number 3. So if you need some more time to figure out which pile belongs to you, then pause the video here, and otherwise I will talk to you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1, sorry about that. Pile number 1, if you chose the new moon in Leo, confidence is your key to success, then this is gonna be your reading today. I always forget to say it in the intro, but this is definitely a reading where if you are drawn to more than one piles, then feel free to watch that one as well, because there might be some messages in the other piles as well. As well as what I always forget to say is that this is a general reading, so keep it in mind. Not all messages might resonate for you. If they confuse you, please don't take them. That's meant for someone else in the community then. So be aware it is a general reading. So let's just take a look at the tarot for you guys. What is it that pile number 1's person would like to tell pile number 1? So we have the Knight of Wands, we have the 5 of Wands, we have the Magician. What would they like to tell pile number 1? We have the 5 of Swords, we have the 4 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. What would they like to tell pile number 1? What would they like to tell? Okay, that's too much. Sorry, that's too much. So we have the 9 of Swords as well as the 9 of Cups. And then we also have the Hermit. And at the bottom we have the Page of Wands. I already feel like, you know, usually I do love readings and whatnot, but this feels more so like you know, encouragement. It's like, be aware that confidence is your key to success. Like encouraging as in, you got this, trust yourself. So what I noticed instantly is that you have 2 5s with the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords, as well as 3 9s with the 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups. Which one am I missing here? 9 of Pentacles. So financial stability is what you're missing here. And here with the 2 5s is very much like the mind games that are being played. Self-sabotaging behavior, beliefs, thought systems, as well as the 5 of Wands, keeping that up, keeping that going, that self-sabotaging. Maybe even manifesting the same thought pattern. Because the 5 of Wands is there being internal or external conflict going on, where if you look at it more clearly, it has like no foundation. If this is like arguing with someone, if you feel like you have a conflict with someone, it's one of the two thinking there is a conflict and the other one is thinking, wait, what? Like, what? There is no conflict. We're just like bouncing ideas off of each other. When it's within yourself, it's just very, especially in combination with the 5 swords, self-sabotaging, you fighting your own brain, your own mind. Feel like you have to fight for everything. Getting out of bed, like depression sometimes for me, this one as well. 4 of Pentacles is very closed off energy. Very behind closed doors. There's a lot that's going on. I almost want to say that, like I said, I feel like this is very like encouraging, where like realization of there is a lot going on that people are not seeing in their mind, in their brain, their thoughts. But from the external, you have the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Cups, and then the Hangman and the Hermit. So this is someone that reflects on themselves, maybe a little bit too much, yes, but apart from that, they got their shit in order. Oh, we did have the 9 of Pentacles. Which do we have not then? The 9 of Wands. We're missing the Wands, which isn't a bad thing. That's like defensive. So this is good. And then we have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands, which is like new adventure. I'm very where I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out who this is, this person. Because to me, this is just like, what is it that they want to tell you? I'm sorry if this comes up as a very confusing reading to you, just because it's also a bit confusing to me as well. Where to me, it's like the realization of like, I see what it is that you're trying to portray towards everyone else, that you're someone that really reflects on oneself, that got their shit in order, that does a lot of soul searching, that is happy where they are at, doing a lot of things, maybe overthinking sometimes a little bit, but like overall, a very satisfying life where there are not that many, like, happy financial, being good where you're at, like emotionally as well. Maybe they even see you as a very wise person because you do so much reflecting, soul searching. But then on the inside, they also see, because this is what you're trying to reflect to the outside, you know. But they see on the inside that you have passion, that you go after what it is that you really want. Yes, you might think about it a little bit, but you kind of go like, let's just go with the flow. You are very closed off, self-sabotaging behavior. big on manifesting, but also I kind of want to say like not focusing on manifesting what it is that you want, just what it is that you don't want anymore. And with that, the cycle of self-sabotaging continues. And then I kind of want to say, what is it that they want to say to you is like this one. Confidence is your key to success. Keep having the confidence. Go after it. Don't overthink it, because you're going to think yourself stuck. And at some point, you just have to go with your confidence, like that Knight of Wands. Have the confidence and just go for it. Even if it's only you diving into this adventure. Okay, I kind of want to move on from this. So I understand that this can be a bit of a confusing one. If it is confusing for you, definitely pick a different pile, then this is not the one for you. For anyone where this is not confusing, please let me know. Because to me, this just like, honestly, when I look at it, I'm like, no one's gonna, like, who does this resonate to? This is, to me, I feel like I'm being so confusing. And with the more that I talk, the more confusing it gets. But like I said, if a message is confusing you, it's not meant for you. I'm just really trying to figure out like who this person is to you. Because they stand close enough to you that they can see both sides. You know, even though you are closed off, they still see the pain, hurt, and suffering that you're putting yourself through. So this can be a parent, sibling, a close family member, can also be a partner, you know. Because with that, confidence is key. I feel like also like this sense of being proud of you for what it is that you have accomplished. Okay, so let's see. What is it that they would like to tell pile number 1 if they could? We have a balancing act. So they're trying to maybe help you with regaining balance, because I feel like that's a little bit what they think is missing, where you're very much in your head about it, where on the outside it looks like the Hangman and the Hermit, where you're just contemplating, reflecting, but they know that it is self-sabotaged and it is this inner struggle and battle that you're having, where they just want you to balance it out. Less thinking, more doing. Cleaning house. Yeah, like I said, get rid of that overthinking, because it's no longer serving you as well. And I feel like it's also you thinking about the same things over again, like you end up in the same cycle. We also have a sad embrace. So I feel like for some of you, this person really wants to help you, but doesn't know how to help you or how to approach you offering help. And then we have goblins. Yes. So definitely for some of you, this person sees, like, maybe you have had conversations with them, but then them seeing like the goblins in your story, where for you it's a big thing. You're overthinking and self-sabotaging and in your brain making it a very big thing. But to them, it's like the goblins, where it might seem scary, but the goblins are actually cute little creatures that if you take a closer look, they're not, like, you know, they don't seem that harmful, you know, if you just face them. So basically what it is that they would like to tell you is get out of your head, get out of your mind, out of your thought pattern, have a conversation with someone, clean house, clean your thinking pattern as well. You got your life in balance, now your brain needs to get more in balance. Because from the outside it looks like you're comfortable, you got everything going. But what people don't see is how hard you have to work for it. And this person just wants to tell you there's an easier way, or where you don't struggle as much, or where you experience less self-sabotage. But you have to open up to do so. What else do I want? Let's see. So these usually I use only for like love readings, but we'll just see how they fit in with this. So what is it that pile number one's person would like to tell pile number one? What would they like to tell pile number one? I know I messed up everything. So maybe they had that conversation. Maybe for some of you, that conflict can be with this person as well, where they're now realizing, okay, I messed up, and they want to express that to you, but also see how closed off you are to them. We also have, we both know I am not the one for you, as well as I know I was a distraction from your pain. What is it that they want to tell pile number one? What is it that they want to tell pile number one? So we also have, you came closer than anyone, as well as I will wait for a sign from you. So for some of you, this might also be like an ex-partner that like knows you very well. Because that's something like where I'm like, yes, this person definitely knows you, what you have been through, gone through, what it took for you to get where you are at right now. For some of you, it was wrong moment, wrong time, wrong person, wrong time. I know I was a distraction from your pain. You can close it in anyone. I will wait for a sign from you. So this is for some of you, not all of you, where you have had the desire to contact this person, where you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna text them, and then your brain came in with all the reasons why you should not. Where this is just assigned to like a confirmation of it's okay to contact them, but only if it resonates for you in that way, you know. Don't like, oh well, you said it, so now. It's like if you feel that truth. This is such a, like, oh, well, I'll take it. Such a, I don't want to say like a very confusing one, because I am seeing a lot of clear lines, but I'm seeing so many lines that are so different from each other. Oh, it's this kind of day. I already see it. Everything is going everywhere. So let's see what else. What is it that they would like to tell pile number one? I don't know what's going on with you, pile one, and this energy with this person. Or what, like, I'm just very, like, curious what this, like I said, from the first tarot card, I was like, who is this person to you? But let's see. We have inner child healing. We have shadow side moon and the dark night. We have action with courage and beginnings for Jupiter. We have distance, retreat, or time out. We have limitations and fears. We have toxicity, bound, and patterns, as well as spring and seeds. And at the bottom of the deck, we have nurture and compassion. Like I said, I feel like this is very much someone that is like very close to you or has been very close to you. Someone that still has a lot of nurture and compassion for you, care for you deeply. It might be someone that is at a distance, that you live far apart, or someone that you kind of had like a little bit of a time out with, where you're like, okay, I need my space. I kind of want to say they want you to have that inner child healing, break free from those toxic patterns of behavior, for you to take a look at your shadow side. What is going on over there? Take action. Like with seeds, it's always with that new cycle, with the new moon as well, where confidence is your key. If you sow the seeds of confidence, I feel like right now is the moment with that new moon. It is a new start, new beginnings as well. But right now you're coming from a place of limitations and fears. Which are holding you back, holding you stuck. For some of you, this might even be, like I said, it can be family members. For some of you, I feel like it can also be someone that has passed away that you had on your mind, what it is that they want to tell you. I feel like this person just sees so much potential with you, but you are thinking in limitations, scared of what, patterns you might repeat. Feeling stuck. For some of you, it might even be taking that step away, going on a vacation, or a retreat, or have a bit of a time out. Maybe this is something where, okay, I've never had this in a reading, but I'm like, these cards I'm just feeling for some of y'all that this is what you are telling yourself, maybe about this person or about yourself, where it's like, I know I messed everything up. We both know I'm not the one for you, so you're moving on, but still holding on with that toxicity. I know I was only a distraction from your pain, where like it wasn't really me that you liked. Admitting that this person came closer to you, you opened up more to this person, and you're like, okay, I'll just wait for a sign. Because I will wait for a sign for you, because I know that like you have these so stuck in your brain where it's like, okay, the only option to move forward with this person is to wait for a sign from them, because I feel like I'm not good enough. Fears, limitations. But like I said, that's just for some of you. But for all of you, I feel like there's a lot of where this person just wants you to focus on healing right now. Even though it's scary to start that healing process, go for it. Plant those seeds. Have more compassion and nurture towards yourself as well. And don't just see the limitations that are there, but the possibilities as well, and this new start of a new adventure. I kind of want to leave the reading here. I feel like this, I don't know, Pal One, you guys have been all over the place. All over the place. Where a lot is going on. And it took a while for me to catch on this thread, but I feel like this, there's nothing more I can get out of it, but a lot was going on. So definitely let me know how this resonates for you. I understand if like only the beginning or only the ending resonates for you, but definitely let me know how this fits in. This is a lot going on. So yeah, definitely let me know. Also give the video a thumbs up if you somehow enjoyed this chaos of a reading. And subscribe if you haven't already, so you get notifications, or not notifications, but you know, it's on your page when a new video is up, as well as it is very, very helpful for me as well if you do so. In the meantime, just go kick ass. You got this. Literally kick your own butt sometimes and like go for it. But yes, in the meantime, I just hope you're having a wonderful day, and hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 2. So if you chose the new moon in Aquarius with bring love into the situation, then this is going to be your reading today. So today we're going to be looking at the question, or like the person on your mind. What would they like to tell you if they could? So let's just see what the tarot has to say for this, for you. So pile number 2, what is it that your person would like to tell you? What is it that your person would like to tell you? So we have the 5 of Cups, we have the 2 of Pentacles, we have the 10 of Wands, we have the 5 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups. Let's see what else. What is it that their person would like to tell pile number 2? We have the Page of Swords, we have the 10 of Cups, the 7 of Cups, and the 4 of Cups. And at the bottom of the deck we have the 2 of Swords. And the Star as well. The person on their mind, what is it that they would like to tell pile number 2? Okay, so I'm already seeing for some of you, this can be a potential partner, where I feel like one of the two, maybe, where it's like, I would like to tell pile number 2, bring more love in the situation, where I feel like you guys might be the one, like, indecisive, having to make a decision. Can also be them. So this energy is fluid, so I am gonna talk about this as they see you being stuck with this. If that's the other person, then take it that way, but I'm gonna talk about it like that. But yes, where there is a decision that needs to be made here. And one end you have the 10 of Cups, which is that long-term committed relationship, but you also have the 10 of Wands, which is very tired energy. Do I want to continue? Do I want to move forward? Is it going to be worth it? Because I feel like where at this end it's very tired, self-sabotaging, hurt, grieving still. The question, am I going to invest more and not know what will come from it? Or am I just going to give up, burn this bridge? It is what it is. And end it there. And then at the other end, you have an offer of love or a message coming in, just going without a plan, not thinking about it, seeing the potential of a long-term committed relationship. Partnership can also be like a friendship, or having this person in your life for the rest of your life, you know. But there are a lot of options without having a clear look at it. There are a lot of things that you can expect, but if you took the time to really go over it, you'll see. Okay, the 7 of Cups is energy of having a lot of choices, but also choices that are not like realistic, fantasy, illusions. dreams without like foundation. And the Four of Cups is kind of like worrying about it, having all this information but not being able to actually go for it, choose it. Where it's like, bring love in the situation. Go look at that choice from, okay, love within yourself, your own feeling. What choice brings in more love for you? And what choice keeps you in the past of hurting? I feel like honestly, this reading is going in a completely different way than I expected it to go when I was like, okay, let me do this question. Because pile number 1 was also where it's like just more advice, guidance. But I feel like this person would like to tell you that they see that right now you are still holding on to a lot of hurt and pain that's been going on, and focusing on that instead of the love and the possibilities that are here for a long-term committed relationship. Because it's like one end and the complete opposite end that you have here, where it's like overthinking, still holding on to hurt and pain, and at the other end you have just feel your emotions and go with love, and don't think about it, and just we'll see when we get there, we'll make the choices when we get there. Where I honestly feel that there should be like a middle ground. Because this is also not the perfect way of thinking or doing. Where I honestly feel that with that bring love into the situation, that's more like the middle ground. So for some of you, I'm seeing this situation where one of the two is in this energy of grieving, and the other one is very much, no, let's just forget all that grieving and let's just focus on love and the good things only. Where both of the two aren't the best ways to deal with it. And with that Two of Swords, it feels like those are the only two that you can wield. Like there aren't any other options than either stay in that pain and grieving, or like be all happy all the time, where she's kind of waving, oh now this one, oh now that one, oh now this one, now that one, without actually having that balance, having that middle ground. Where I feel like with this option, you are trying to get there by grieving, by feeling those emotions, by feeling hurt as well. But with this one, you have definitely the possibility, or not the possibility that's going on, where you're overthinking it and also not finding that balance. So focused on trying to find balance, work through the pain and hurt and grief, that you're like, if I just focus enough on that, I don't have to heal it, I will get balance. But it's like over doing it. You've passed that station already. Where it's bring more love in the situation to balance that out. And I feel like that's where this person is coming from. But they're a bit over exaggerating with that. Where it's like, if I just it's like bring love in the situation, but this is like pouring it in the hopes that something sticks. And also, again, with pile number 1, I had the same thing where I'm like, I don't know what this person is to you. So, because this can be a love relationship or someone that wants to be in a love relationship with you. Can also be a parent or someone close, like family or friends, that just sees you suffering and struggling with yourself. But it's almost where they are like, okay, let me just, almost like love bomb pile number 2, where it's like, okay, let's just bring all the love, no, like, let's keep all the bad stuff from pile number 2. We're not, pile number 2 is struggling so much with a lot of things. Let's not do everything, you know, let's keep it fun and light. And then they figure out, oh, wait, that's not actually giving me the results that I want to see with pile number 2. Where they have to overthink it, like, what am I, because this, like, I don't know, maybe I am projecting right now, but like, to give an example, I have been in this situation as well, where like the people around me that love me the most kept things from me, because they saw I was struggling and they didn't want to hurt me more. They didn't want to put anything on top of that pile that I was already dealing with. And so they kept shit from me, or things from me, sorry. Which, when I found out eventually, because you always find out, made me hurt even more than if they would have just told me, you know? Where I feel like this is what this person is doing. Like, they're coming from a good place where they want to give you love and good memories and feelings, but life isn't all about those good feelings. Like, bad things happen all the time, and them trying to keep that from you, how noble their intentions may be, might drown you bigger in hurt, where it's like, why are they doing this to me? Why are they lying to me? It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. And then they're like, oh, maybe I shouldn't. You know, that was not, like, I don't know how else to deal with this, because they just want, and this is the hard part, right? Where this person does not understand that them not telling you whatever is going on is their selfish thoughts. You know, it has nothing to, well, it has something to do with you, but it's them trying to control your emotions for their own, because of course, like, selfish in one way, as in they want you to be happy, and that is how they think they can, you know, at least keep you from feeling worse, you know. But I feel like honesty towards you is the most important part, even if it is a shitty message or something not that great that you want to hear, you know. Because I have seriously had where they told me, oh, don't tell Lindy because she will kick off. You know, when it was something that I should have known, they should have told me. You know, and me finding out made me kick off even more towards everyone involved, instead of this one person that they were like, oh, better not tell Lindy because she will kick off, to this person. You know? Where I feel like they are trying to protect you, or they think they are protecting you from, you know, by just like, let's keep it fun, let's just, anyway. Like I said, I feel like that might be something that is projecting here, but I really feel something similar is going on maybe with this person, where they're not telling the complete truth. For some of you, I feel like where this is like a partner, it could be as extreme, it doesn't have to be, but as extreme as them cheating and not telling you, trying to work on it together, but not telling you the true depth of what is going on, the whole truth. Because without the whole truth, you cannot build. Because there's always going to be that one, you know, it will be built on lies and whatnot. And eventually, like I said, eventually the truth will always come around. Because that's how the universe works. which makes you feel even hurt, because you cannot make decisions based on things you don't know, and them trying to, well, they already have it tough, or they're scared that you will walk away from them if you know the full truth. So, them selfishly not. I just feel very frustrated with this pile. So let's see, pile number 2. What is it that their person would like to tell pile number 2? Maybe that's also why I'm so confusing. Because it is, what would they like to tell you, when in fact I'm just seeing they don't want to tell you something. We have magical map shifter. We have intention. Yeah. Where, like, with these combinations, it's like them really, really wanting to let you know the intention that they're having with this, focusing on love and whatnot. Them trying to change the map, where it's like they know they should tell you, but they're like, even, I don't want to say like lying to themselves, but telling themselves all the reasons why they shouldn't, trying to change the map. Yeah, but I don't, because they'll get hurt and they're already going through it. Like, how do you say that in English? Where they're trying to, like, agree with like bad behavior, because they know they should have told you, but they come up with enough reasons why they shouldn't, that they don't feel guilty anymore. Because, at least I have good intentions towards pile number 2. They're not with intention of trying to hurt you. So that means it's all right. I'm not part of the problem, so I must be part of the solution. We have cleaning house. So them wanting to start with a clean slate. Forget the past. Move forward. Move on. Let's focus on the future. Let's get rid of all the negativity. We have compass as well. Let's set route into a new direction. Let's move beyond these limitations. I feel like they just, I don't want to say like want to deny your grieving moment, because I feel like you have been grieving and you have been going through, and maybe, yes, maybe you have been doing that for a way too long time, where you surpassed, like, the goal initially was trying grieving so you'll find balance again, but you have surpassed that moment already. Where it's true, yes, you need a new direction in this connection with this person. And bringing in love into the situation for yourself, I feel like it's more so bringing in love into the situation with yourself, not necessarily with this person. Can be trying to, if this is a love relationship, like go on dates again and start over. But again, I feel like you need all the information, to make a well-balanced decision, so you know what you're getting yourself into. And I just feel this person just doesn't want to, they are just like, well, my intentions are good, just look at my intentions. Let's forget about like the past, all the shit that we have gathered together, that is no longer, yeah. I just feel so frustrated. So, like, I feel so frustrated. So I can only imagine how frustrating this must be for you. This is, I kind of want to say with that compass, like, be aware, this is your compass. Your compass. You decide which direction to go in. Because I feel like if your compass, your intuition has already been kind of telling you like something's fishy going on, trust that. Trust that intuition. Bring love into the situation. Bring love into your own, Love yourself. Go from there. That is the starting point. Because if you love yourself, you will be easier to listen to your intuition, your inner compass. Because I feel like they're trying to sway you with their good intentions, trying to show you their good intentions. So focused on their good intentions that you don't see what it is that they're trying to shift or change, or that they try to sweep under the rug maybe even. Well, at least they have good intentions. Well, at least they want what's best for me. Okay, let's see. For pile number 2, what is it that they would like to tell pile number 2? So I use this deck usually for love readings, but I will just see where this fits in here. So pile number 2. Let's see. Let me gather everything. What is it that they would like to tell you? I knew exactly what I was doing. Exactly. They know what, like, ugh. Just so frustrated, where it's like they knew exactly, where it's like, don't tell pile number 2, let's just sweep it under the rug, not talk about it. They know what they were doing. I am becoming a better person, so they understanding that it, like, I don't know, for some of you I feel like this has been the confrontation where you found out, you confronted them, and they were like, crap. Also understanding that they are growing from that, they would never do that again, but for some of you, this has not happened yet. We also have, sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So it is something, again, I feel like they're, like, whether or not that has happened yet or not, their guilt is eating at them. Where, like, they stay awake knowing, you know, how it feels. I love you unconditionally. Which is also something I feel like with that intention that they're trying to want you to understand, that they are acting out of love, but that this is just how they think they can love you best or help you best. I couldn't let you get close to me, and I left when I saw you with someone. So yeah, for some of you, I feel like this could be a love relationship. For others of you, I feel like it can also be like a close family member or friend. For some of you, there might be a no contact at this moment. But I feel like that just happens after you found out. And it's like, you know what, I don't want you. And I'm like, well, I still love you unconditionally, wanting you to understand where they were coming from, why they did what they did. Wanting to let you know that they are trying to become a better person. Okay, let's get some final messages for you, pile number 2. Why is my deck not working with me? Everything's like... Okay, again. Okay, so pile number 2. What is it that they would like to tell you? What is it that they would like to tell pile number 2 with this? Okay, let me gather everything because it went everywhere. So we have self-love, creation, and intentions. Again, intentions. So they desperately want you to see the intentions that they're having. That self-love, they want you to have that self-love. Also, like, oh, it's just so frustrating. We have epiphany and breakthrough. So for some of you, it is that they would like to tell you that they have been through that epiphany and like that breakthrough in their way of thinking, understanding now what it is that they did wrong or could have done better. We also have assistants and spirit guides. So maybe they have found more self-love as well, or found more trust in spirit. Receiving assistance from spirit as well, more connected, grounded. We also have release, surrender, and purge, again with that cleaning house energy. We have control and tactics, as well as offer. We have the Ace of Water with Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Can be your sign, can be their signs. Also just the Ace of Water, which is a lot of love. And we have transformation with Pluto. And at the bottom of the deck, we have toxicity, bound, and patterns, as well as shadow side, moon, the dark night. So yeah, I definitely feel that this person definitely wants to have a talk with you and show you, if not now, then at least in the future, how much they have grown, what they have transformed themselves. Maybe letting go of control as well, but definitely coming in with some kind of offer here. And it's coming from, I really feel that they really want to show you their intentions, what it is that they are coming from, why they did what they did. A lot of love still here. I feel like an understanding as well. I don't know, if this is still something that's still in the heat of moment, it's hard to see the other person as anything other than maleficent. Or out to get, or trying to keep control. But I feel the need a little bit of a realization towards this person. It's not anything about how do you say it, like that, anything that, like trying to, I don't want to say debunk, I don't know the English word, where I don't want to talk anything that they did wrong into the right, you know, where, because I kind of feel the need to say, like, this person is also only human, and they're trying to act the best that they think would be the best way to act, you know. That being said, doesn't mean that that is an excuse for all the things that they have done wrong. It can just bring in some more compassion towards this person instead of this deep anger towards this person. Because I feel like in the end they will have the realization. Whether or not that means that you should come back together or not, that is a decision that needs to be made for yourself. Because I feel like for some of you this is something that you cannot recover from. But for others I see that could, you know. Because I feel like it is coming from a lot of love, and like I said, with the example, like my friends and family were also coming from a place of that they deeply cared for me and didn't want me to feel so bad. You know, was it a good one? No. But they learned, and I learned, and we communicated, and then we could continue. And they would never do that ever again. Or at least I haven't caught them in doing it again. But you know, that. But for others of you, I feel like this is something that's like unforgiving, where you're feeling so strong, where it's like, no, I'm no. You know? So yes, I am gonna leave the reading here for you. I hope it resonated. Please let me know how it resonated for you. In the comments down below, because like I said, I see a very strong unforgiving and another where it's like there can be, you know, more of a talk. So definitely let me know how it resonates. Give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it, because that's very helpful, where I know that I can do these types of readings again. Let me know if there's anything that you would like to see me ask next, and I will see if I can make it into a general reading for you guys. Also subscribe if you haven't already, because that really helps me in continuing this road of tarot on YouTube. And yeah, it also gives you notifications every time a new video is up. Yeah, in the meantime, go kick ass. You got this. Have good vibration energy. Love yourself. Yeah, you got this. And hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading. Hi, pile number 3. So if you chose the balsamic moon with a time for healing, then this is going to be your reading today. So what is it that your person would like to tell you? Let's just take a look. For pile number 1 and pile number 2, it has already been not what I was expecting when I decided to do this reading today, but let's just see how it turns out for you guys. So for pile number 3, with it's a time for healing, what is it that their person would like to tell them? What is it that their person would like to tell them? So already a lot coming up. Let's see what we have. So we have the 2 of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the Empress, the 9 of Wands, the High Priestess, the 6 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, and the Hierophant. So let's see if I can make it so everything fits in. That would have to work. A little more of a scooch. Also, my neighbors just decided to drill into the walls. If you're hearing something in the background, that's it. Let's see. So I'm already feeling for some of y'all that this is someone that you have a very deep, strong soul connection with. Can be soulmate, can be a relationship, can also be friends, but I feel more so towards a relationship with this one, where they feel that, but there's a lot of hurt. And like I said, a time for healing is needed. So almost where it's like, I feel this too, this connection I'm having to pile number 3, but right now we need some healing or learning or growing still. Because I feel like you have at least a very friendship base. So maybe you can be friends, but like that needs, before moving into a relationship, like hold on to the friendship until like both of y'all have healed. Because the 3 of Swords is like your heart being ripped to pieces. So one of the two might have came out of a serious relationship, is still recovering from that, technically open for a new start. For some of you, this might also be, this is so random, well, not that random, but I feel for some of you it can also be that you were like the third party. This person was married before, got a divorce, and now like is the time where you could actually explore, but there is still that healing that needs to be done, because I feel like they really have had their heart ripped to pieces. They want to clarify that the friendship and love is very much still here, that they feel that connection still to you, just right now they need a little bit of time to break. 9 of Cups is also someone that like gives off single energy, being content being single for a moment, or want to experience singleness, being comfortable, having no responsibilities, you know. I feel like there is still some learning to do about who am I. It can also be you, by the way, that just got out of a relationship as well, because energies are fluid, so take it how it resonates for you. But there is some learning to do about who am I. Just got out of a relationship, I need to find my own base. Who am I again, solo, single, before getting who am I with this person in a relationship, you know. There needs to be that groundwork. And I feel like with the 9 of Wands, it's very defensive energy, where maybe for the both of y'all, where it's like we feel this connection, but we also feel that right now is not the time, or one of the two only feels that, where one of you is like, why? Okay, this is now dealt with. It's an ending. Move forward, leave. And then I am that forward moving, or they are that forward moving. So why is this so defensive energy here? and self-sabotaging. And it's basically because it is a time for healing first. Things should happen in a certain order. You know, this previous thing that happened. It can also be like a family thing or a work thing. You know, where there is just that period of healing needed, or figuring out who am I now before diving into who am I with someone else or in this new job, or which can be frustrating, but it's very much needed, because otherwise it would just give more issues. And with the High Priestess, it's just kind of going with trusting your intuition in this, where, because I feel like at least one of the two is being very defensive and also like sabotaging maybe the connection or relationship, where it's like that is an indication of intuition saying, okay, there is something here that you need to listen to. There, you need to heal first before you can move forward. And it's their intuition that is trying to sabotage from getting into that connection, because they need healing first. They need to figure out who they are, what they want, being comfortable, getting to know themselves before jumping ship and jumping in this new thing. So like I said, for some of you, it is them that's feeling like that. For others of you, it can be you as well, where you are frustrated. Why am I self-sabotaging? Why am I being so defensive? Because this is a soul connection. So why am I not jumping in? Well, there's hurt that needs healing. And things should happen in a certain order. And the universe, like, well, if you're not listening, if you're not going to heal, we are going to sabotage this relationship. Because this relationship is too precious to mess up. And you need to be a healed version of you for this relationship. Because this is something that could go the mile, could go the long run. But you need to be healed first. Okay, let's see what else we have. And for others of you, like I said, it is them that trying to, I don't know, tell you that, or there's a need for them to tell you that maybe they need that healing. Even if it makes no sense to you at all. I feel like just like their defensiveness and self-sabotaging tells you enough. Where it's like, okay, something's going on there. Where it's like, do you need some time? What's going on? Willing to give it to them. Where it's like, you know, if you need the time, that's fine. If you need that on your own, because we do have that friendship. I want what is best for you. And if that is healing and taking it slow and taking a break from moving forward into this connection, I got you. I'm here for you. As a friend first. Okay, let's see what else for pile number 3. What is it that they would like to tell pile number 3? Okay, we have a lot more than I wanted, but let's see. We have this always, why do they not just say transformation? Metamorphosis. We also have unexpected visitor. We have education. We have home, as well as details. So for some of you, you might be dealing with a third-party situation that happened here, where there is that healing needed, or there's some type of learning needed. Because I had that with this as well. It can also be going back to school, or them. Okay, this is going to be so for like one of you, where I feel like this is a situation with a person where you have that strong connection, but them not wanting to commit because they want to focus on study. For some of you as well, where with the Empress and home, I feel like one of the two is like ready to settle down, and the other one is still like learning, looking at the details, trying to figure themselves out, very much in that transformative energy still, where healing is just needed for one of the two. And like I said, with that unexpected visitor, for some of y'all, it can be a third party, but for others of you, it can also be new opportunities for studying, education, new ways of thinking, or them talking to a friend and they, I don't know. It can also be like a therapist, that they're going through to a therapist for that healing, where you're like, what? You're like unexpected visitor, like you weren't expecting them to ever take that step. But yeah, definitely feel like one of the two is very, very ready for the next step, for settling down, for creating that home here. But the other one is like, no, I need healing, deep healing. And where the one that's like ready to settle down is like, well, you can do that with me. I can help you. And they're like, no, I don't want to. And, you know, then like questioning, like what's going on, insecure, where I feel like they just want you to see the depth of their hurt. And they really, really feel with that Nine of Cups, really, really are convinced that they should do that healing by themselves, not having you there. For whatever reason, if that's more comforting, if that means that they're, because for some of you, I feel like it's just that they then don't have to worry about you. They can just focus on that healing and don't feel like guilty. Even though for you, it's like where I can see both sides, where for the one that is ready to settle down, it's like, well, but we're then a partner. I'm here during hard times as well. You know, it's not a burden for me, your problems. But for this person, they cannot see other than the worry or the care for you, or not wanting to sweep you in their bullshit. They want your happiness. You know, they're so focused on your happiness, but you are as well on there. So it's like with that, it is clashing a little bit for some of y'all. Let's see, what is it that they would like to tell pile number 3? So these are usually love readings messages, but I just kind of want to see how this fits in for you. For pile number 3, what is it that they would like to tell pile number 3? Let me gather everything. We have, I'm becoming a better person. Yes, working on themselves, getting their shit in order, maybe going through therapy. We will be together again. So yeah, definitely I feel like they feel that they need to do this by themselves. They do feel that very strong love connection, that soulmate deep connection, trusting that that will still be there. But right now they're just like so focusing on that healing and becoming a better person. And this is what keeps them going through it. I hope that you can forgive me one day, understanding that this is not the choice you would make for them, for this relationship and connection. And I'm just hoping that you forgive them for maybe them being selfish and like focusing on healing and becoming a better person on their own. We also have, I couldn't let you get close to me. Again, with that healing, they don't want you like there being worried, seeing how deep that hurt and pain was for them. Because that, I feel like they are worried that that might hurt you even more. Just being near you is intoxicating. Again, a very strong connection here. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. So they are not sure whether or not it is the best decision in the long run. They just know that this is the best decision for them right now. And at the bottom we have, I want to feel that way again. So yes, their intention, very good. But I feel like they are, like, I understand this frustration. Like, I feel frustrated. That is only, like I cannot imagine how frustrating this must be for you. But I honestly feel that there is so much love and care here. And it's frustrating that they won't let you be there, support them through this. But at the same time, I can also understand where they are coming from. Like I said, energy is fluid, so it can also be the other way around. So just take that how it resonates. But let's get some final messages for you guys. For pile number 3. What is it that they would like to tell pile number 3? What is it that they would like to tell pile number 3? One flipped over in the deck. Okay, let me gather everything because it went everywhere. And then just take a look. So we have feminine, which might be you are their, or they are your divine feminine. We have memories and nostalgia. We have self-worth and expectations. Message, travel, and communication. We have past, lack, suffering, healing inner child, as well as distance, retreat, or time out. At the bottom of the deck, we have cycles, change, and completion. So yes, they just want to focus on healing, growing their self-worth, move past that suffering of the past, end this cycle, not wanting to, because I feel like they are convinced that if they would jump on board with you at this moment, they would repeat those past cycles, and they want to break that, them distancing themselves from you to work on themselves, on that healing, come back becoming a better version of themselves for you. Maybe even physically distancing themselves, where they go on a trip or travel or move for a little while. But I feel like they feel so strongly about you, and they only want like happy memory, good memories, where this is not a great start, And it also will impact them on the long run, where it's like, yeah, how did you meet? Well, that story, how did you get back together? Well, I was suffering, and pile number 3 was here for me. That's also a little bit of ego going on, but not in a bad way. I think they truly want to give you their best self, and they cannot at this moment. And they want to start off with their best self because that is something that you deserve. So I understand, like I said, I understand both sides. I understand that for both of y'all, it is very frustrating to understand each other. Even if it is where it's like, I understand you, but I still feel, that this is a better way, or yeah, where I just feel that they want you to understand where it is that they're coming from, and also being okay with it. Not just understanding, but like letting them do this. Letting them do this. Because I feel like they'd rather deal with the consequences of them taking this time to heal than risking them falling into the same patterns of behavior. Where in like a year or so, there is, well, you did leave me alone. And they're like, yeah, but now I'm here. They'd rather have that than this toxicity of the past and suffering that they have been going through. Because they think that this is the better choice. And then hoping, well, I feel like this person just knows that this connection between the two of you is so strong that like time, you can surpass time, you can survive time. And they're not sure if you can survive all the healing that needs to be done. So this is the safer bet, I think, is what they want to tell you and convey to you. So yeah, I am gonna leave the reading here for you guys. I hope it was helpful. I hope it resonated. Definitely let me know in the description box below. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Subscribe if you haven't already, because that is very, very helpful for me, being able to continue doing these readings for you guys, as well as it will let you know when a new video is up. So that's always nice. In the meantime, just go kick ass. Bring some love and understanding towards this situation. And yeah, hopefully, I feel like I want to end with like this uplifting quote or something, but you know, I always end the video with go kick ass. So yes, go kick ass. You got this. You guys can work this through. And hopefully I will talk to you guys again in the next reading.